Hi y'all. Well, this is not going to be a fun, happy video, instructional, whatever, what have you. It's actually a quite sad video. I don't know if I can cry anymore. I've cried and cried. Yesterday morning I got the news that my little road dog cat Jazzy has crossed the bridge and gone on without me. She was my bestest little friend, my little fur friend, my fur baby. I had her for 10 years or more. My daughter was her original fur mommy. And when my daughter moved here, she left Jazzy with me in my care. And then she said, might as well have her mom. She's more comfortable with you, blah, blah, blah. So Jazzy was about a year or so old when she came to be mine. And she was not the easiest to draw in. Once you had her heart, though, you had her. She was all in. And she loved my husband. It took a while to get her warmed up, she would sleep with me, and she'd curl up underneath the covers with me. But when I moved, she would hiss and growl, get mad. Like, why did you do that? I would wake up sometimes and she'd be licking my eyebrows. I'd let her do it for a little while, and then it's like, darn, your little tongue, Jazzy, quit. It's annoying. She treated me like I was her little kitten. She would clean me. And she owned me. She did. And our life was, she had a wonderful life until about a year ago, when both of our lives just, felt like we got dumped out of a bucket. Both of us. Both of our lives just got turned upside down last year. I had to leave. I had to move. I'll go into that in another video, but right now I just don't want to rehash that as well. My feelings are too tender at the moment. But I couldn't have her where I moved to. I moved in with my dad, and I couldn't have her there. So I had to leave her with my husband at the time. And she was fine, she was okay with him, and Minnie and Sandy were there. So she was okay. She was all right. Those were her two dogs, and that was her daddy. Well, his life evolved, and he started living a single life. So, dating and spending time away from home. And Jazzy was not a cat that did very well with changes and transitions. She didn't transition very well. She had lived a pretty stable life and with stability, and that was what she was comfortable with. And then, well, he would be gone for a while. He'd make sure she was fed and watered, etc. He would take the dogs with him because where he was going, they had dogs. So my dogs were more comfortable over there. But Jazzy stayed home, and then when he moved, he did take Jazzy with him. Jazzy acted out bad. Jazzy didn't like children, and where he moved to, there were children. There was a little girl there, and Jazzy was very defensive. Even with my own grandchildren, that's why, I'll get to it in a minute, but even with my own grandchildren, she was very defensive. Kids scared her, She just wanted to be left alone. Well, kids are curious and want to touch and want to pet and want to love. Kids are full of love. Jazzy just didn't understand all that, and she just preferred to be left alone. Well, anyway, where my husband was going, they didn't appreciate it, and they were fixing to have Jazzy put down. And when I found that out, I left. I rushed out of Florida, and it happened to be a week or so before Irma hit here. So I left Florida and went to my brother's house and got my cat. And so I had to raise the money to get back down here. So I got a job filing insurance claims, and we stayed at my brother's until it was a temp job, until the job ran out, and then I came back down here. But once again, I couldn't bring Jazzy. I was coming to live with my daughter, but I couldn't bring my cat because my daughter has 2 small children, and my daughter just doesn't want any pets. She's just not a pet person. She didn't want pets in the house, and that's, I ain't mad. Well, that was when I really had to get serious about, I got to get Jazzy here. I want my cat with me, And so I had to get serious about where would she live? So I tossed around ideas of what kind of a home or whatever, facility, dwelling that I would have, and I needed something that was small, didn't take up much room in the yard. I didn't want a van because, there were financial responsibilities along with a vehicle that right now I'm not in a position to take on. So, that's why I come up with the pop-up camper. It was something that it was small in the yard, give me something to do, someplace I could stay with Jazzy. She could have her litter box here, and, she could eat here, and she would have solitude and, space. She loves, these types of spaces. She loves it. I could keep the window rolled over here down so where she could watch outside, sunshine. Wasn't meant to be. I wanted to, by next year, have me and her out on the road, To be truthful, though, I don't know if she would even have been comfortable with that. It might have taken her some time to get used to, a long time, because she just she didn't like riding in a car. She would cry and claw my legs and just cry. I wanted to give her a comfortable place, and I wanted to be there with her. My daughter set her up with a beautiful gravesite, beautiful site, with her little kitten. And I'll show you a picture. There's a picture there with her little kitten. No, she never had a litter of kittens. I never had her fixed, but she never had kittens. That's why she was an indoor cat. She never got exposed to outdoors and, by herself, where she could get pregnant. And then I'm responsible, so if she had have gotten pregnant, I would have taken care of the kittens. But anyway, since Jazzy's been up there, my daughter was concerned about her and where she was at my brother's house, and she was a little concerned about her living condition, and my brother's not well, and he couldn't take as good a care of Jazzy as he would like to have. My brother is a big pet person. He's had cats, dogs, raccoons, you name it. My brother has had those pets. Well, so where my daughter's at now, they have a lot of cats there, and so they were welcoming for Jazzy to come. She took her a minute to transition. She was not, like I said, she was not a cat that liked to transition very well. So my daughter, she never attacked my daughter, but she did attack her boyfriend. And she went after my granddaughter, and we were at a loss. I mean, what do you do? So my daughter tried an experiment. When Jazzy was in her healthy years, we had her little stuffed puppy dog. And Jazzy was in love with that thing. She would wag it around everywhere, try to nurse it. She was just in love with it. She treated it as if it was her kitten. Well, Stephanie gave her a kitten. We just sat with bated breath. What's she going to do? Jazzy loved that cat. She loved that little kitten. That little kitten had just lost its mother. Now she's lost another mother. So, but that kitten just loved on Jazzy, and Jazzy just loved her back, tried to nurse her, and, you know, just cuddled with her. And this was just a week or so before she passed. I don't know what I'm going to do without my little Jazzy cat. Called her Jazzy Pants because the way her markings were, she was a little tabby mixed kitten. I don't even know what she was mixed with, but the way her markings went, looked like she had little underwear on in her backside, across her butt. I'm not going to rush out and get another cat right now. I'm just not. I can't. My heart's not in it right now, and I hate that. I do. But I will. I will eventually. I do it in honor of Jazzy. And I plan on getting a puppy in honor of Lucy and Sandy. My 2 dogs that we have lost, that we're very, very close to. And Minnie. Minnie's still alive. Minnie is a black lab Great Pyrenees mix. And she is a handful. But my husband has her, and with his new living situation, and she probably would never even remember me, but a couple of months ago we lost Sandy. He had to relieve her. But I'm not going to go, I'm going to rescue a cat. I'm going to rescue a dog. That's what I'm going to do in honor of them. But it's going to be a minute. It'll be next year sometime. I'm not going to have pets here. I tell you, it's just sucked the life right out of me. I almost feel like rolling up my camper. I really do. I don't even know why it's sitting anymore. I just feel like rolling it up, closing it up. But it's where I come to some peace and, you know, just sit in my little she cave, or whatever you want to call it, my little private place. I can shoot my videos here, and I enjoy it. I wish it was at a lake somewhere, or, you know, out in the woods somewhere, but that'll be next year. Well, I am so sorry that this has not been a happy, fun, instructional, informative video, but grief is something we all must face in life at one time or another, and it's just part of life, a very dreaded part of life, but it is part of it. I have a couple of videos that I have in store. I'm going through some things in my personal life that, you know, and I explained some of it in one of the videos with you. I'd appreciate some feedback on this, you know, but I've got a couple of videos I'm getting ready to put up. Well, until I get on here again, if you like my video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. I'll be okay. I've been through worse. Hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification button. That way you'll be notified of any videos that I upload to YouTube. Till the next time, stay safe, be kind, and love.